That's not like in the moment.
Recreate the moment.
Like, I don't know, those tall boys are very, like, they've been in my car, yeah.
Hey guys, so welcome to the fifth episode, I think, of the Jumping Off Bridges podcast with Matt and Adrian.
Hey.
This episode is brought to you by Molson Canadian. Cheers.
What's up?
Crack open a tall boy because, crack open a cold one with the boys. Confefe.
Oh man,
Cracking open a cold one with the Trump.
I didn't eat, so.
Oh, you're
drunk off a tall boy. Honestly, it's been. Is this fucked up? Because like I got these tall boys after the Travis concert, but they're just
Wednesday,
which was Wednesday.
Yeah. And
then for the past like after that concert, Thursday and Friday, I've been drinking like a tall boy, like one tall boy while I'm driving. And like
wait, like while you were driving?
Yeah. So I'm drinking.
Like you're like
drinking
like the way you would a coffee.
Yeah.
Well, hang on, are you admitting
drinking and driving? Yeah.
On this podcast that you?
You know what? I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the cops, man.
Yo, the only two people you should be afraid of are God and the FBI.
The FBI is not after me, man. Do I look like Tekashi 6ix9ine? Like
32 years.
Yo, that's
32
scary.
fucking years.
Yeah. When I saw that, I felt so bad for him, man.
Yo,
like,
I feel bad for him
I'm a big fan. I love Tekashi 6ix9ine. The thing is, he may be a troll and he does stupid shit, but when, like, you actually kind of like see his interviews and all that stuff, like, he's a smart guy. He's not stupid. It's just he's stupid that he's been involved with a lot of gang shit. And when you're a rapper and you're saying, hey, I do this and I do that, you know, and it involves gangs, like, it's gonna catch
Whole
up
squad
to
of
you.
killers, I'm a killer too.
Treyway, like, what the fuck? This guy's in the gang. Like, that's fucked up.
I just think it's funny. Don't get me wrong. Honestly, like, Billy's a dope track. Like, I think Billy's actually one of my favorite songs right now.
Yeah, some of the tracks are good. Like,
some of the makes good, like, music. Rap, and I just think it's funny that, like, of the SoundCloud rapper generation, because I think at the end of the day he is still considered a SoundCloud rapper. Like, that's how he got started. Like, he's obviously more.
He's a lot. He's more than a SoundCloud rapper now. But like, if you're saying the way he started, I guess so. Yeah.
But you know, Pump is dead.
Mm. Well,
no, Peep is dead.
Peep's dead. Yeah.
X is dead.
Yeah.
Takeshi's facing 32 years. Yo, if you're a little Pump right now, you gotta be sitting there going, "Ooh, it's my time." All the competition's gone.
He's good. Yeah, he's good too, man. And that guy Trippie Redd, all these new, like they call them the mumble rappers, are just the new generation of rap. Like a lot of them are. Yeah. It's a lot of it's just clout, and a lot of it's just.
I do think it's kind of funny that because rappers go on and on and on about like the amount of money they have and everything. And we found out like his entire bank account was like, I'll give you my entire bank account, 1.7 million, and it's like, which is a lot of money, but like that's all you got. You're this big rapper. You're talking about all the money you have and everything. Like that's it. That your entire assets, you liquidate. Like your liquid assets are $1.7 million. To me, that's like Feist money.
But he's
or like Avril Lavigne money. You know what I mean? That's
spending his money on other stuff too, like fucking jewelry. He's been spending his money. Well, like he's been giving a lot of his money to charity as well. He said like he gave like maybe like over $1 million to charity, and that's not even just like a specific charity. It's him just giving fucking hundreds to little kids around New York.
That's not really a charity.
Yeah, but like charity,
you don't get you don't get a receipt. You don't get a receipt for that. You don't get a tax write-off. You give a little kid. Oh, yo, what's up, little blood? Here's $500. You don't get to claim that when you do your taxes.
Yeah, but like, yo, that's charity, man. He's just giving.
Actually, I guess he's not gonna have to do his taxes because he's gonna be in jail for taxes.
Fuck, man, dude, that's fuck. Like, that's like one of the like what happened this week. I was just like, shit, man.
Because like,
imagine
Snoop didn't do any time. Jay-Z did like.
How many of those guys I think it was just catching up.
Do any time.
I think for him it was just catching up to him. Just the matter of fact, like how much shit he was saying.
Yeah.
And like how much like things he was doing and things he was admitting.
Right,
like
but his lyrics
him
like
on the phone.
Violent. Yeah, but his lyrics
talking to Hitman about
violent.
shit.
No, that was like he was yelling. Yeah, he was yelling at Tory Lanez. Not Tory Lanez.
There was another video with Kanye West and Tekashi were like at like Kanye West's mansion.
Yeah.
And like two fucking gunmen were like by Kanye West's house or by the gate, and they were fucking like shooting up the house.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
At Kanye West's house?
I think it was Kanye. I don't know.
Was that Chief Keef?
No. This was Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's house. I think Kanye and Tekashi were there, and they were doing a video. And I think Nicki Minaj. They were waiting for Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
And then two cars pulled up. No one was there. It was literally barricaded and stuff. But they were like reached over the fence and started shooting the fucking house.
Oh really?
Yeah. And then they just dipped.
Yeah.
And like they show a picture where Nicki Minaj would have stayed, and it shows like a hole in the window.
From it said she was flying to China for a fake concert.
Yeah, she's another whole story. I don't know. She's a whole other story. Man.
Yeah, the rap game, it's changing.
Listen, I'm Team Cardi B, man, over Nicki Minaj.
I'm not Team. Listen,
I'm Team Cardi B. Team Cardi B is the best.
That one song that she had that came out, that I can name off the top of my head, which I'm having trouble naming off the top of my head now.
Bodak Yellow.
What?
Bodak Yellow.
Yeah, Bodak Yellow. That was a cool song that came out in kind of nowhere, I'm gonna say, and it was like, ooh, what's this? This is pretty cool.
That song.
I ain't dancing either. I want to make some money moves. Like
that song this year was like the single ladies, man. You know, and when you hear that song, all the girls get up and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But she's a cool person too. I was at Rebel. I was at Rebel that like when she came, and like it was so weird because like it was like she came with the Backstreet Boys because like they had like the Christmas, they had like this like Christmas ball. Or Christmas like concert type of thing, and they have like different.
No, she's doing the Nicki Minaj thing again. She was supposed to be.
This was last year. This was last year, though. This was last year. So like she was like you could see like her in the crowd. She was performing, and I'm like, oh, the fuck, the Backstreet Boys are right there with her, which is pretty funny.
She's doing like there's two ways to look at it. Either she's like Die Antwoord, who when Madonna was like, I want to take Die Antwoord on tour, Die Antwoord's like, no, we want to go on tour with Celine Dion.
It's two different
because people, it's like this meme, like wouldn't it be funny? Whereas Nicki Minaj hangs out with the Backstreet Boys, it's because you're a fucking sellout. So now Cardi B hanging out with the Backstreet Boys.
No, this was a year ago. She wasn't a sellout. It was just like some sort of concert that they had. Like I think Post Malone was at the concert too. This is just like a lot of different like artists that people just tend to like. But when the Cardi B's there, she's at Rebel, she was like performing, and then she stops the music. Just to tell people, like, you guys need to back the fuck up. This girl over here can barely fucking breathe. No. She's just going on a rant, and I was like, yo, I love this chick. She's the best. Like,
she seems like a badass, but at the same time, like, I fear that we're maybe a year away, just like with Nicki Minaj, where she's going to do some Starships or bullshit like that, and it's going to... Because the reason Nicki Minaj fell off is, I'm going to say that the fun of Nicki Minaj when she showed up was the whole Roman, like, badass chick from Queens.
That
she's
and
a rapper,
like,
and you know, she's the new little.
It's been a while for some like a strong female rapper to
because we had
up. And then Cardi B comes along, and then Nicki Minaj is clearly jealous.
Yeah,
you know, but with Cardi B and Tekashi, like they're two of the biggest rappers in New York right now, and like the thing with them is that they're not scared to say what they want to say.
Yeah,
you know, and like. There's things that like Tekashi was saying that kind of fucked him over, and now he's like in jail. And
right, but I don't think they're using any of his lyrics as evidence against him. I think they're using like we have you.
They did the same thing
on
with like
videotape saying we're gonna kill you. Like
it's funny you said it because like with Bobby Shmurda, you know that the hot nigga guy or that song and shit. Like they use that song against him.
Really,
saying like there's like I forgot what the line was. It was saying something about like how he's gonna like shoot him about a week ago or some shit like that, and then like they use that.
Wait, that's about a week ago. That's
and they use that line or one of those lines to fucking say to put him in jail, and now he's in jail right now, and I'm pretty sure I don't know if he's there for life, but I think he has like it's as long as maybe Tekashi shit.
Bobby Shmurda did a song with Takeshi.
But
the world is just,
they should. It's just funny how it's just fucked up how it happened.
Well, does he do time?
He's gonna do time.
You don't think he's gonna get off?
No, dude. They have evidence of him racketeering. I don't mean, what the fuck is racketeering?
Racketeering, I'm sure there's an actual definition of it, but my understanding of racketeering is it's a made up charge that was used specifically against the mafia back in the day to arrest the high-level mob bosses that didn't have any evidence against. So the whole thing was like, okay, you catch Vinny beating a dude up, you arrest Vinny doesn't squeal on anybody because Vinny knows that when he goes to jail, if he doesn't squeal, he'll get taken care of, when he gets taken care of. So they were like, all right, shit, how do we get rid of, John Gotti or any of these people? So they came up with this racketeering thing where it was like, yeah, we're pretty sure you're a mob guy, so you're under arrest. And the law is like, as long as we're sure you're a mob guy, then that's good enough charges for us. So fuck you, you're under arrest.
So it's like a hypothetical thing?
It's like a hypothetical thing, yeah. It's all about the RICO stuff.
So he's doing time for a hypothesis?
It's basically, we know you've done crime. We know you're a bad person. We can't necessarily prove that in a court of law, but we're just going to fucking arrest you anyway. And it worked with the mob guys. Like, that's what they did to get rid of a lot of the five families. Like, there isn't really a mob anymore. Like, compared to what it was like during the 60s, 70s, and 80s, or, during the 20s, 30s, and 40s. Like, the era of the mob doesn't exist. Like, you might have some dude in Montreal who pretends he's a mobster, but at the end of the day, he's in fucking Montreal. Like, sorry, how badass can you be if you're in fucking Montreal? I'm sorry. You have an accent like this. Like, even GSP. If GSP threatens me in a hallway, I'm afraid. As soon as he opens his mouth to tell me that he's threatening me, I'm no longer afraid of GSP. Sorry, GSP.
I hear, like, with, like, because, like, I was doing, like, a lot of valet stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, I've been, like, talking to, like, a lot of French people.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Just, like, French people are just rude.
French people suck. People from Quebec suck. Just fucking separate.
Okay, so it's, I don't think it's a France thing. I think
no
it's
one
a
from
Quebec.
France is coming to Toronto.
Why
would they go to Toronto when
Quebec
they could go to
thing, right?
Yeah, it's a Quebec thing.
They're just rude.
They're just rude. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're rude.
Because like I thought New Yorkers were rude when I went to New York because I felt like I didn't hold the door for someone or something. They're like, oh, this guy's fucking rude. Like you don't even say thank you or excuse me and that shit. And that's normal. I understand that, but like with like, I guess people from Quebec, they're kind of rude to me because like I'm just like they're asking me, oh, do you like? They're like, oh, how bad is it raining? I'm like, oh, it's not too bad, but you might need an umbrella, you know, just in case. She's like, oh, it's okay, we already have umbrellas. And I'm like, she said it in that type of tone, and I'm like, all right, like, okay.
I don't know. I think it's because people from Quebec have a chip on their shoulder because at the end of the day, they're like, the French don't want them and we don't want them. Like, no one wants them, but they don't want to separate because they realize as soon as they do separate, they're fucked because they don't have anything worth having. So they're just like, we're just going to be angry all the time. And they sound bad. They sound dumb.
You vote for Quebecois?
I would vote Quebecois just so I don't have to fucking worry about Quebec anymore. Like, if I knew that if I voted for the Black Quebecois, that means that they would finally separate, then yeah, I would vote Black. I'm in favor of Quebec separating. Because it would then make maybe finally everyone else in Quebec goes, wow, this is dumb. We want to be Canada again. We're going to cut this French shit right out. And now I don't have to put French and English labeling on my shit.
But, like, when you go to Montreal, like, the population now...
When I go to Montreal, I say I'm American. And they're so nice to me. They're so nice to me.
I learned from Toronto.
I learned this. Yeah. I'll go to like a Tim Hortons in Montreal, right? And I'll try and order a coffee.
Yeah.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Large, trois coffee, s'il vous plaît. And they're like, oh, do you mean a large triple? Yeah, sorry, I'm American. They go, oh, it's fine. Don't worry. You try.
Like I was going to say.
Whereas if I go, like, hey, can I get a large triple? Then they just assume I'm from Toronto. And they're like, oh, sorry, we don't speak any English. And I'm like, you motherfucker.
Because, like, when I went to...
6 months ago, when I was American, your English was perfect.
Like, a few years ago when I went to Montreal, like, and then we went to Old Montreal after. When we just got, like, we went to this restaurant to get poutine, and, like, I think they were just so pissed that we were there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, why is this?
But if you said you were American, they would have been like, oh, Americans hate Canadians too, right? That's a stereotype that the French have.
Well, we're Canadian at the same time, so I don't know. No, but like I notice more and more there's a lot of people who really don't speak French in Montreal now.
Yeah.
Just because there's a lot of immigrants that come by. Like I know my cousin, she's in Montreal now too.
Yeah.
Fresh from the Philippines and shit with her daughter.
Well, because it's a major if you go to any major metropolitan city anywhere in the world, they all like if you go to Berlin, everyone in Berlin speaks English.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you go to Stuttgart, maybe it'll be harder to find. So it's the same thing. I imagine if you're in Quebec City, there's a lot more French-speaking people, but no one from Syria is getting off the boat into Quebec City, right? They're going to Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's more people, there's more jobs, there's more opportunities. Same thing kind of here. That's why Toronto has so many... That's why no one speaks English in Toronto, but everyone speaks English in Barrie, because of the immigrants.
Why is there so many Filipinos in Winnipeg, though?
I don't know. You tell me. Why are there so many Filipinos all over? Why are the Filipinos the most displaced race of people? Sorry, like, this is why I can't feel bad for the Syrians. Because there are more Filipinos out of the Philippines than there are Syrians out of Syria. And the Filipinos are just happy. They're just, hello.
Yeah, but maybe because they're not getting their fucking whole goddamn country bombed.
You sure?
Well, like, there's like
every time I listen to Duterte or whatever his name is, it sounds like it's pretty shitty in the Philippines.
No, it's pretty fucked up though. Like they're just trying to kill all the drug lords.
Yeah, is it working? Like,
I don't know, man. Like,
it's been a couple of years,
dude. If you're holding like a bong or something, they'll probably kill you.
That's what I mean. Like, is everyone afraid to do drugs now in the Philippines?
I don't know, man. Like, yes and no. Like, I don't know. Maybe people are too fucked up to even like care.
Why don't they just legalize the drugs?
Oh, I don't know. Like look what we're doing. We legalize marijuana, and there's so many fucking problems going on. Moldy weed, fucking back orders on this shit. And I'm like, man, this is what they get.
Yeah, if I'm a drug dealer, I'm sitting there laughing my ass off because it's like up until the lunch, I'm sitting there going, well, there goes my income. Got to get a real job. Then launch it.
Not
He's
even.
sitting there going, my phone's blowing up.
These guys are fucking up, man.
Actually, there's a couple of good spots that I've heard about. Fortunately, I smoked so little weed that the last time I bought some back in like July, I still have weed. Like, I think that was the last time I bought weed. Like, I still have the weed that I bought in July.
Yeah,
I hope it doesn't expire.
I think ever since I stopped smoking cigarettes, like it was, I haven't been smoking so much weed now too.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know if it's
when was
just
the last time you smoked weed?
Well, that's not fair. Like, I was like in the Travis Scott concert was on Wednesday, and I smoked up a little bit. Yeah, but like that's like less than a week ago.
All right.
But before that, it's been a while. Man. Before that, it's been a while. Yeah.
You just no interest in being high? You're getting old now. You're.
Yes and no. No, I don't know. It's just like maybe it's because it's been accepted more, and then now I'm just like meh about it. Like when it was illegal, it was just like I got more excited to smoke it just because of the thrill of it, because it's illegal and shit. I don't know that, and I'm just like, I've been smoking so much like since I was like in high school, and like now at this point I'm just like, well, like I can't. It's not gonna be any different, you know. Yeah. Like I take some edibles sometimes. I do it more so like if I want to play a video game before I go to sleep, you know. It's just, and if it's there, it's there. That's really it. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get weed now.
Right, because I've heard a few people. My roommate said the same thing, where it's like now that like normies can do it, but that never played. Like when I smoked weed in high school or when I smoked weed when I was younger, like the legality of it never came into it. The only thing that the legality of it had was it was just harder to get then than it was now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like it's the fact that it's easier to get, and like I can just stroll around the street to smoke it. Like that's fine for me. If anything, it's just it obviously makes it a lot better than just smoking it and shit when it was illegal. You know what? I don't know what I was trying to say. But I just don't smoke as much weed anymore.
Right.
Fuck.
That's the point.
I started drinking. Maybe I do other drugs too, but like fuck.
Man. Oh, what? You shooting heroin?
No way. No, I won't go that far.
No, just coke, little PCP.
No, chill the fuck out. No. PCP? Are you crazy?
I don't know. It's ground up Viagra, putting it in your butthole.
What the fuck? I didn't get the opportunity to do that, man.
I don't know what drugs people do nowadays anymore.
Oh man, I didn't get the opportunity to put any Viagra, man.
Not in your ass?
Not in my ass. Sorry, man.
Speaking of Viagra, how's
what does that have to do with me going out with this Japanese girl?
How's the Japanese girl, man?
No, I went out with her again.
Yeah?
But like, you know, like
did you have a condom this time?
No, we didn't do it.
Oh.
And it's because I don't have a place for myself. And her place is kind of a weird situation where her landlord doesn't want to invite people because she lives in a shared house.
Oh, okay.
Right? So like I understand that. Yeah. So and then like I asked my friends for some advice. They're like, "Yo, what you just do in the car?" I'm like, "Bro, first of all, my windows aren't tinted, and second of all, it's a fucking car. Like, I'm old enough to like not do it in a car." And someone told me yesterday, "He's like, well, why don't you just do it in a room?" And I'm like,
"Why don't you just do it in your room? Just bring her home. Wait for your mom to be asleep."
No, man. My mom wakes up from fucking anything, yo. And plus, I have a dog there too, man.
So why don't you just? Does your mom like?
Dude, when you're
not allowed to bring guns home.
It's like with my dog. I don't know about you, but like sometimes when you're doing it and then your dog's there, like he gets jealous and shit. Like he wants to join and shit. It's fucked up, man. I'm telling you right now.
He wants
to join in, or he just like wants to be a part of the activity or some shit. Like he gets jealous and like he wants to he starts whining and shit. I'll tell you a story right now. Like I was with this other girl, and then like we got down to it, we're doing it, and then like my fucking dog like sees us, and he fucking jumps up on the bed, and he's fucking like, while I'm doing this girl, he's like fucking licking her face at the same time. And I'm like,
I have a question. Why is your dog in your room why isn't your dog like literally in your
that's a great question, okay?
That would be probably like...
But what happened was, that's what fucking happened, okay? That's just what happened. What happened, bro. I was just like, at some point, like, I was like, oh, man, I gotta stop, man.
That's when you're trying to pull the ghost, and you pull out, let the dog go down.
Dude, like, well, it's nice funny, like, I think she thought I was making out with her.
Right.
Because she had her eyes closed, but there was a dog licking her face.
Oh, so she just thought you were licking her face.
No, she thought I was doing some shit, and then she, I'm like, oh, fuck. So I moved the dog away, and, like, barricaded my door.
Yeah.
And then all I hear while I'm doing it, like I just hear my dog whimper. He's like, can you imagine you doing it with a gun, and then you just hear that, and you're just like, fuck, fuck? Like,
well, I hope that when you're doing a girl, you're hearing something whimpering, but.
Well, like, you're hearing the dog whimper. I was like, fuck.
I don't know, I never had a dog, so I never had that problem. And cats are easy. Cats want to be in your room, and you don't want the cat in your room. You just throw the cat out of your room, and the cat isn't in your room anymore.
Yeah, like having my dog's a big ass dog.
Yeah,
like it's hard.
Yeah, your dog fights.
And like
dogs.
I realized that like I can't just bring a girl over to my house, man. It has to be at the right time at the right.
So then why don't you like
get a room, right?
Just next time you go out, yo, why don't we go to this place? We're gonna go to Rebel, and we're gonna get sushi. And then I got us a room at the Shangri-La, bitch.
You're right. That's probably the next step.
That's what I used to do. I dated this girl for a
while.
But
like I don't know. Like I did that already with some other girl and spent like $100 on a fucking hotel, and it was a fucking shitty hotel in Scarborough.
So don't buy. Okay, first of all, don't buy a shitty hotel. First of all, don't buy a hotel.
I'm not trying to fucking spend a shitload of money just to have just to fuck a girl, man.
Nah, this is what you do, bro.
I'm not trying to spend
I used to
an extra $100
I used to do this all the time.
or more just to do it with a girl.
I used to do this all the time.
What do you do?
I dated this girl for a while. She lived at like her parents' house, and I was living at my parents' house too for a couple months. It was like there wasn't really a convenient way for us to hook up unless like we were at her place. Yeah. So like I'd like walk to work, walk past her apartment or her townhouse or whatever that she was living in. Like when I went to work for like noon, her parents would be gone on a Tuesday. She wouldn't have left for class or was home for that day. We'd hook up and then I'd go to work.
Okay.
Like that was kind of like the best way we could do it. But after that, it was like, all right, this isn't as convenient because like I'm always in a hurry. I obviously don't want to walk. So
what'd you do? What'd you do?
Like her. So we used to just like book hotel rooms downtown. This is even before Airbnb. So it'd be like, we're gonna go downtown Friday. We're gonna book a hotel. We're gonna do a whole thing about it, right? That'll be our date. We won't go out throughout the week. You know, if we see each other, we're just gonna hang out on the couch. But this will be our date. We'll like order room service, and it'll be like the date was like to the hotel room.
Well, so you just like order
we just do room service. We take a bubble bath. I'd stick my fingers in her butthole. Like it would just be this nice, cute, romantic.
Yeah, that's pretty cute. Ooh,
kind of thing.
Is that my butthole?
and then honestly, you can find rooms at the Fairmont for like $150.
You know what? Like I think that's the next step of me and this girl.
But you do that, and then she gets more comfortable with the idea of fucking you, and then it's like, well, my car's right here.
No,
there's no one in this elementary school parking lot.
I've done it before, and like nowadays, it's just. I have a Honda Civic, bro. It's kind of small, man. I can't fucking stretch. That's why you gotta use this great new app, Turo. Why don't you look in the description of this video for a download link to get $10 off your first rent? Turo. Rent other people's cars to fuck you. Oh my god, man. The fuck.
I figure if we just do fake ad reads, people will legitimize our podcast a little more.
Like, I don't know. Would they get even pissed that we're advertising them?
I don't think they're gonna know.
It's like, what the fuck, man? You don't have any authorization to do this?
Hey,
it's funny that you mentioned that hotel thing because I saw like a couple do the same thing too yesterday. Well, because I was working at the Germain downtown. This hotel.
That's my office.
Oh yeah, this is another Germain.
Oh, okay.
Someone close on Mercer Street.
Oh. Okay.
And like I noticed like this couple were like. So like valet's $50.
Yeah. Jesus.
And they charge you on your bill, right?
Yeah.
So like this couple, this is a young couple too. They're way younger than me. They're probably like in their early 20s. I already know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, these guys have an Ontario license plate. There's no way they're just gonna go here because they haven't been downtown Toronto. 100%. They just took the day off. Huh? No, I didn't ask. But like, it was mad obvious.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't have really a briefcase. He had like a backpack. That's it.
Okay. They fucking.
I'm like, oh, these guys are just having that one night just to fuck. Maybe they had their anniversary or they just want to do something special, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, they're like, so where are we parking the car? I'm like, oh, so it's $50 to fucking for the reservation. They're so she's like, $50? No, let's park somewhere else. So they just park somewhere else. You know? And I'm just
$50, that's a ripoff. First of all, I'm sorry, $50 is a ripoff.
Yeah, I know. And the guy that worked at the hotel was selling it to me. He was like, you know what? It's $50, but you know what you tell them? It's secure parking, and it's unlimited in and out services, so you can go in and out as many times as you want.
That's useful.
So it's useful, but I'm just like
compared to like a green beer
for $50. I don't know. I don't know. They were just there to fuck anyway.
They were just there to fuck. Here's what you do: go to the back pages. You find a hooker. You message the hooker that does in-call services and go, listen, I don't want to fuck you, but I want to fuck this girl where you fuck. You don't have to be there. In fact, I'd prefer it if you weren't. How much would it be to rent your room for like 3 hours?
Well, you go to the back pages now magazines.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wonder if that would work.
I don't know.
Call an escort, but it's like, yo, I don't want you to fuck. I just like I need to like hang out somewhere while my roommate fucks someone. can I hang out at your apartment for a little bit? Like, you don't even have to be there, honestly. I got a Vita.
I'll bring my Switch. Why don't you just do Airbnb here?
Well, because the funny... why don't you hang out at Tim Hortons or go to my boy's place? Like, the point is, like, what can you get an escort to do that's not fucking? Because if they're willing to, like, suck your dick for money, they're probably willing to do a lot of other shit that's not sucking your dick for money. Yeah. Like, hey, can you come over? I need to help build IKEA furniture.
Yo, that's what we should do. We should go to, like, a Southeast Asia thing. Not let these girls suck our dicks. Just, like, I just want to fucking videotape that shit, man. Just, like, see all these girls that walk, like, go, what?
Videotape them doing what?
No, just, like, yo, when you walk by, like, the red light district.
Oh, like, just videotape the red light district.
Like, hey, how you doing? Like, hey, what's up? What's your name?
Interview them, yeah. You know what? Oh, my God, that's perfect. Hilarious. We go to Vegas.
There.
Or, like, Amsterdam or something.
Next year, we'll do it.
We go to Vegas or Amsterdam and interview hookers.
No, dude, we go to Thailand, bro.
They don't speak English.
That's the best part. You're white. They think you're rich.
Right, but I go, hey, what do you guys think about the trade war going on between America and Canada? And they sit there and go,
I'll
suck your dick, $50. Sucky, fucky, $2. It's like, no, that's not what I want. I don't want sucky, fucky. Oh, why, you fag? It's like, no. Well, like, that's why you get a hooker in Toronto and you go, yo, I'm buying the Flutie bed frame from IKEA. Can you help me assemble it? My roommate's on vacation. How much would it cost for an hour of your time to build IKEA furniture?
But like with the girl.
But I wonder how much. Do you think that they'd like know? Like you call a hooker and you're like, yo, you want to come over and lay some carpet? And so she thinks you're fucking.
And then you lay carpet.
Like you get there and you're like, yeah, this is the carpet I need to lay. Can you help me? I need you to hold down this end. Like.
And then like that'd be a really good video. Like that'd be a really good video. So, you know, and then like you cut to the next scene. She has like a hard hat and the fucking goggles. And
she's in the fucking.
She's actually fucking doing it in her like. Oh, it'd be so funny to watch.
It's like now I got some doorknobs I need polishing, and then you just empty a pillowcase full of dirty doorknobs. It's like need you to polish these doorknobs. You just find a bunch of euphemisms for sex that are also house related. What's another one? What's the euphemism for sex? That could also be something else.
I don't know, man. I'm just...
Greeting the grandkids. Time to greet the grandkids. And then you just...
How does that do anything with...
What, you and your girl never greeted the grandkids?
I don't even know what the fuck that means. If you said that to me, I would think that you actually greeted the grandkids.
Papa's here!
Oh, man. We should always have
anyway, yeah, just, I don't know, get an Airbnb or something with this girl. Or, like, talk to your mom. Be like, yo, mom, why don't you and dad go out to dinner this night? And then talk to Josephine and be like, yo.
I'm not even worried. I'm not worried.
You're not worried. She's going to be like.
No, man. And, like, and if she doesn't want to talk to me anymore and it doesn't, or if it doesn't work out, it's fine, man.
Does that mean you're finally going to move out? Would that be the last straw? She breaks up with you for, like, Stuart?
No.
Because Stuart's got his own place?
Nah, man. What do you mean? No, man.
I'm not.
No, he lives with his girl.
Oh, true.
But like, no. What the fuck? Why are you talking shit about me living at home with my parents?
I don't know.
Fuck?
You're an old man now?
I'm not old, yo.
You're an old man now.
Yeah.
Hey, we got the same hairline, all right? You're an old man.
Maybe at some point I'll just put the mortgage on my name too, yo. So it'll be my house.
Ooh, then your parents live with you.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo.
And then you charge them rent.
No. My dad was talking about that today. He's like, oh, I don't know if your mom wants to sell the house. Maybe you guys can pay the mortgage too now. I'm like, what? Wait, what?
I feel like that's the best way parents nowadays, because everyone stays at home longer than they used to, right? Like when I was in high school,
yeah,
it was like, can't wait to be 18 so I can move out of my parents' house. Like that was it, right? And that was like the dream. And it doesn't matter if it was some shitty basement. Like I've lived in some dumps in my life.
What was the worst place you lived in?
Worst place I lived in was in this dude's house on Lakeshore in Mississauga. It was like a rented room in a guy's house. It was like him and his wife it was just like living in like imagine
you were living with them, but
yeah.
like everything was shared except for your room, pretty
correct,
much.
Yeah. And it was just mad awkward. Like
so it was like Hey Arnold.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of like, like one
really.
of those situations in Hey Arnold. But they were weird too. And like they worked weird. It was just awkward as hell. But really all it was for me was like a place to like sleep.
Okay, but why are you living there when you already live in Mississauga? Well, like your parents already live in Mississauga.
Don't want to live with your parents. I would rather live like my generation, not even my generation. My mindset. I was raised to like I would rather live in that kind of a place.
I think it's more of a cultural thing too, though. Like with immigrant parents, where like Yeah, well,
we're an immigrant family.
No, not like saying you guys are immigrants, but like with my family and a lot of other families, where I'm like, what would I be if my parents were born in the Philippines, they moved to Canada, and I was
you're first generation.
I'm first generation. Yeah, a lot of first generation.
I'm first generation. I'm first generation.
Yeah, but you're white. It's different when you're white. It's different.
Well, my dad. Think about this. My dad wasn't even a first generation American. My dad was born in Switzerland to a Hungarian woman who was a refugee technically. So my dad's the descendant of a refugee who emigrated to America when he was like, he showed up in like grade 1 wearing lederhosen and only speaking German and Hungarian. Like, he didn't know dick. But he was the same way. So he goes off to college, your parents drop you off, thanks for raising me, you move out of your dorm, you move into your apartment.
I think that it depends on the culture too. Because like in my culture, it was more like, they expect like you to live there until they're old and then you end up taking care of them.
Right.
You know? And honestly, I'm like living with my parents now, I'm like thinking, I'm like, man, I feel like this is like gonna happen to me. I'll be the one taking care of them, you know, because my 2 sisters moved out.
Yeah.
And my younger sister, like, she's doing pretty well. Like, she's working a lot. But I'm just like, yo, if it was between me and her to move out first, I think she'd be the one.
Isn't she like a nurse? Shouldn't she be the one that, like, what do you do if your mom has a stroke? Do you know how to take care of someone who's having a stroke?
No, but like, I'm just saying,
does
like,
your sister know how to take care of someone?
They want to have the experience to live on their own, you know.
Yeah.
And like for me, I don't. I can care less. I can care less about that. Like I know I can live on my own.
Yeah.
There's a few things that I have to learn and other things I have to overcome when I live on my own. Then
toilet paper is expensive.
Yeah, I know toilet paper is expensive. I know like laundry's a fucking bullshit. I know like all this other shit.
It's not even that. I understand. You like try and cook something. You go, wait, I don't have a baking pan. What's a baking pan? Because like
how long have you been living by yourself?
Like outside my parents' house, you mean?
Yeah.
Since I was 18 when I left the college for the first time.
So almost 10 years. Or over 10 years. Almost 10 years. Yeah, I feel like that's a while. So you're already used to it. Like you have a baking pan, do you?
I don't know.
You don't have a fucking you live 10 years by yourself.
What I mean is like
you have 10 years to get a baking pan.
I mean is
you have a baking pan.
What you realize when you move out on your own, like the things that you realize, it's not rent, right? Everyone's rent's so expensive, rent's so expensive. Rent is a fixed amount of money that you have to pay every month.
Okay, yeah.
And it's expensive, yes. But you know exactly how much it's going to be every month. You know exactly how much it's going to be throughout the entire year. What you don't know is that shampoo you run out of, body wash you run out of, loofahs expire, toothpaste.
Loofahs expire.
You break glasses
That's what
sometimes.
you said, because it's so true.
You break glasses sometimes, like the heating bill. Our couch is fucked. Now I need like
it's all these random things that could just come
your
up
mom
out of nowhere.
Usually comes back from Costco with a 5-pack of Old Spice deodorant. You never think about it, but then when you're on your own, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
How long can I rub the crusty ass old deodorant thing that's cutting into my armpit before I have to buy a new one because I don't get paid for 3 more days and it's either deodorant or cigarettes? What do I do?
Like I'll just mask myself.
Shower twice a day. Like,
I'll mask myself in cigarettes.
No, it doesn't work. Then you just smell like cigarettes and BO. Cigarettes can't mask the smell of fucking anything. You ever get like swamp dick and you just jerk off all day and you don't take a shower afterwards? You go out and you catch a whiff of yourself at Eaton Center and you're like, oh my god. You go to take a piss and you're like, wait a minute, that smell's coming off my dick. Oh my god, who else smells this?
You know what? I'm living with my parents to know that shit doesn't happen to me.
Your mom, because your mom would be like, you smell like a dick. Have you been masturbating all day? God does not want you to masturbate. It's bad. Go back home. Go back and wash.
Ah, man. Like with me, like I just know, like, yo, my mommy, my mommy, yo, my mom babies me like fucking crazy, and it's like I don't know what to do, yo. Like I tell her not to do these things, and she still fucking does it. Like, yo, like making my lunch or like making me breakfast like today in the morning.
Yeah.
She like fucking woke up early and made me porridge. I'm like, Mom, you don't have to do this shit. I tell her like, you don't have to do this.
Making porridge, making breakfast, that's just living with someone else. She
just does it, you know, and I can't just stop her, you know. Like,
back when there was romance in our relationship, we used to make each other eggs.
Oh wow,
sometimes.
Man.
Yeah, sometimes they'd be like, yo, you want some eggs? Yeah, bro, thanks.
Sure, you got bacon? Yo, I got the bacon sizzling too.
We don't cull anymore.
But I don't know. I feel like I know I'm capable of living by myself.
Yeah. Well, if you don't need to, you don't need to. And I get that there's a difference.
I feel I don't need to.
I get that. Like,
it's only a financial thing. If I had money and stuff, no doubt I'd probably live on my own.
Living on my own, working part-time at fucking Shoppers Drug Mart, bro. That's not an excuse.
Well, like...
You just can't buy any more $100 Dragon Ball Z hats.
Yeah, that too,
more
man.
Yeezys.
There's things that you can't buy.
No more Travis Scott concerts. Why would you want to go to
the core guy I was working with yesterday, he has a shared room as well, and he's telling me how it's so shit.
Yeah, no, the shared room thing.
He was living with his ex-girlfriend at a bachelor, literally just the room, not even just like a separate room, just like the room with the kitchen. Yeah. Just a whole room with the washroom. Yeah. And he's like, fuck, when we fight, like, where the fuck should she go? We should go to the washroom?
The other side of the room?
Yeah. I was like, fuck, that sucks. And then now he's kind of in the rut because I kind of feel bad for him because he's in the shared room and he's doing full-time valet. And I'm like, fuck, man, don't worry, man. You'll get through it. I was like, don't, just travel, bro.
Just travel.
Just fucking travel.
Just travel. You should just, don't think about it. Just buy those airline tickets. Bitch, with what fucking money?
My friend told me that, too.
I hate that. I fucking hate people that say that. My sister's like that. You should just travel. You should, frankly, you should travel so much. What? It's a fucking, no, traveling is a fetish, man. It's a fucking fetish. This whole travel bullshit. I'd rather, you know what, the amount of money I've spent on tattoos, like, yeah, I could have done nice, you know, backpack through Europe for a fucking year. You know what I mean? Like, I probably got $4,000 on my body. Maybe. That's back. Probably. I think if I were to add everything up.
That many? I see people with more tattoos, though.
I don't know, man.
You're almost filling up your arms, though. You're going to get 2 sleeves now?
I got another one coming up December 7th.
Yeah, but I think tattooing is like, it's an addiction, man. It's an addiction, bro. It's an addiction. You just love it. Like your first tattoo. What was your first tattoo again?
First tattoo
covered up?
Covered up, yeah. It was this one. The Sagittarius thing that was underneath that. But then
can't remember.
Everybody gets sad sometimes. And there were some things that I wanted to kind of cover up with ink. So I got it covered up. So the first one I got isn't even there anymore. But like this one's still here.
But yeah, with traveling and stuff, like
I still got this. I ain't getting rid of that anytime soon.
What's that? I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's fucking just stick and poke.
Yeah, man. I don't know. With traveling and shit, it's
like I understand why people like to travel. I understand the fun of being somewhere else for an extended amount of time. But like, for me, if you go, hey, here's $5,000 to travel, or here's just $2,500, I'd rather have $2,500. You know what I mean? Like, because think like. If it was the 1980s, or if I lived in, like, Stouffville, maybe I'd want to travel more. But I live in downtown Toronto. Like, what do I want to what culture can't I experience in downtown Toronto?
I don't know.
Mongolian?
A third world country.
What are you fucking talking about? I can go to Filipino and Chinese food places all over the fucking place.
It's not the same, bro. When you go to, like, in Southeast Asia, you don't have to tip.
What? Wait, I don't tip at Asian restaurants anyway.
Then you're just cheap then.
No, you know why? So this is why you should never tip at a Chinese place.
Because they don't want you to tip?
No, it's because the owner takes the money. They don't tip out their waiters and waitresses. So there's a sushi place in Mississauga you used to go to all the time and we used to tip. And eventually we became friends with one of the waitresses who straight up said, yo, do not tip me because we have to give all the tips to the owners and they don't give us the money afterwards. All you're doing is spending more money than you have to. Do not tip. So from that one solitary, isolated experience that I had at some random restaurant in Mississauga,
oh my God.
I then made the decision to never tip at Chinese restaurants or any Asian restaurant ever again.
Unless that's bullshit. Unless it's like
they're not all the same. Nice hoity-toity Japanese sushi place. They're not all the
same.
Yeah, if I go to a nice Japanese sushi place, I'll tip. Or like a nice Korean place. But if I go to a Chinese restaurant, you know those motherfuckers don't pay out their employees. They're sitting there going, we got 2 billion more waiters coming.
Well, like half of them, like, yo, the waitress is like the wife, and the chef is the dad. So like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if it's some janky ass fucking Chinatown place, I'm not gonna fucking tip you. First of all, your service sucked to begin with, because they don't come from a servile. You want to tip? Go to a restaurant in New York with white people. You're gonna get the best service you ever had in your life. You want bad service? Go to fucking Albert's. Ask for extra oxtail soup. Fucking good fucking luck.
You're gonna look at
your oxtail gravy. Ask for literally anything. Ask for literally
oxtail gravy.
Make an order, and that girl is gonna give you so much fucking sass. I love Albert's. First of all, I love that place. You're gonna get so much fucking sass. Hey, can I get a patty on a bung and a pink ting? And she's gonna look at you like you just asked her to stick a spoon up her ass.
That goes again. That's with the culture too, man. Like, and I feel like
that's why I don't tip at Albert's.
I feel like when it comes to like customer service. Yo, black people are like one of the worst people with customer service.
Whoa, okay, whoa,
dude.
Whoa.
I'm not saying it's like a
2018, bro.
No, okay. It's not China. I'm not. People don't have to be fucking sensitive about this shit because it's. I'm not saying it's true, but like, yo, from what we've been dealing with, yo, some black people are so bad at customer service, and I know a lot of them would admit it too. You know.
You think people we've worked with would admit it?
Yeah.
I think one of the 2 people we work with would.
No, I think I'd be like, yo, honestly, the people I've worked with, yo, the worst customer service ever, yo. And I'm not trying to be racist at all. I'm just saying it's like saying like a Chinese guy has like I don't know whatever yo. But like yo, it's just natural. Like because I saw like I was even watching a stand up and like what's his name Aries Spears.
Ari Shafir.
No, Aries Spears. Aries Spears. You don't know that guy? No. And he's a black guy. And he was just saying, yo, black people have the worst customer service ever. Like you see like some like nice white guy or someone just like helping out a customer who's so angry and they sound so empathetic and understanding, but when you compare it to like a black person, they're just so cheesed about shit. Like, yo, fuck. The moment when the other person starts swearing at you, they get so pissed, man. And it's true, man. The moment like someone else is like angry at like not even them, they're just yelling at you. They're so pissed, and they have every right to get pissed at, man. But like for me, I don't know. Some of the people like I move past it. I'm just like whatever. Yo.
I was raised with a hi. How are ya?
Howdy.
Howdy. Hi there. How can I help you? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Let's see what we can do to make you feel a little better.
You're making me feel. You're making me feel weird about that shit.
You're angry. You're not mad at me though. I'm not the one that called Saudi Arabia for 4 hours. You did that. But let's see if I can give you a little bit of a bill credit, shall we?
It made me feel bad when I said that. Now I'm scared, yo. I gotta watch.
Scared of who? All 6 white people are gonna watch this? They're just gonna agree with you.
Oh, like 6 people with you?
Yeah, me 6 times.
Oh man.
I'm gonna sit there, upload this, going true.
No, I'm scared, man. I'm scared for my life.
You think Takeshi 6ix9ine is gonna come find you? Oh wait, no, he's Mexican. He's not black.
Not even. He needs to. He can't even use a phone, bro.
Oh yeah, because he's in jail.
In jail, man.
And his album got leaked, eh?
He got leaked?
It got leaked. Oh. So he pushes Dummy Boy out because of the whole criminal thing, and then he gets leaked anyway. That's so guarantee you, someone at Treyway is like, yo, fuck this guy. I'm putting this on fucking Spotify, bitch.
Oh, man. So it's been...
We're at 41 minutes, so I think this is going to be the end of it. We're going to do a special feature where I'm going to watch... I'm going to have Adrian play Star Citizen. So check that out on the YouTube channel. The links for everything are going to be in the description of the video on the SoundCloud. We are going to figure out Spotify and iTunes links. We are trying to figure out a lot of the more administrative stuff on this. We really appreciate you guys listening in and being patient with us. Because I know
you are.
If you are. Because I know we're pretty inconsistent with our uploads, and I know we're pretty inconsistent with everything else.
We just got to be more organized.
Yeah.
And, I just want to apologize to all black people. I don't really mean about the customer service thing. You know what? I'll just shut the fuck up.
All right. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. I really appreciate it.
I killed the
Hopefully, next episode should be coming out on Sundays. Every Sunday, don't forget, Jumping Off Bridges with Matt and Adrian. As I said before, this episode is sponsored by Trillo Rent a Car when you need to fuck a bitch for $10. And Molson Canadian. Molson Canadian, when you want to drink a beer while driving a car and not get drunk, because it's really just water. Also, linked to MV Studios shirt store is going to be in the description again as usual. Keep in mind there is a delay in shipping because of Canada Post disruptions. So just keep that in mind when you buy some pretty dope streetwear made in Toronto, designed in Toronto. It's pretty cool. Anyway, thanks guys.
What?